Hey everybody, this is in FFG Chronicles. I'm Paul Burry.
And I'm Teen Gamer.
And this FFG Chronicles is very special for us because it is...
half a century.
That's right, it's the 50th one. So this is our 50th FFG Chronicles. So I'd like to thank everyone for making this such a huge success. And this time we're going to talk about...
the lack of competition in sports games. Such as, let's say, Konami has soccer. EA has soccer. 2K is just sort of basketball.
No soccer. No soccer. 2K used to have baseball, and they stopped doing baseball.
And football.
And in fact, I guess technically RBI baseball is a sort of baseball game. It really isn't competition for MLB The Show.
No.
And MLB The Show was only on PlayStation 4, so I guess you could say, well, you can get RBI baseball on the Xbox One and PS4, sort of competition, but really there's not a good, other simulation going against the MLB The Show.
It's the same for there's probably some others, like the rugby games or something.
Yeah, and there's nothing like on the Wii U, the Switch.
Well,
3DS,
Switch is supposed
Vita.
to be getting FIFA, but...
Well, yeah, Switch is supposed to be getting FIFA. Like, the one sports game supposed to be getting is FIFA.
So far.
Yay.
I think they're waiting to see how the system performs.
Yeah.
So they're going to test it.
Yeah, and they've done it before. They did a Madden on the Wii U and FIFA on the Wii U, and then they said, nah, nothing else. Because it didn't sell well, though we liked it better personally. But hey, whatever. So yeah, Konami does the soccer and FIFA soccer. That's a one spot where we see good competition. Football, NFL. Nothing. And we haven't had a college football game in a long time.
That's because EA had that big scandal.
That lawsuit.
They really don't want to go back.
And the part of the problem is the video game industry is doing this in terms of competitive companies. You have all these indie companies that are making, 8-bit, 16-bit looking games. So I guess 8-bit a lot of times. Sometimes Atari 2600 looking games.
There's also the fact of some of these bigger companies, Activision, EA, they have franchises that clash. Mm-hmm. So say, here's an example. Say Activision has, Skylanders, and they picked up Disney Infinity. Well, they have both. So they're competing within, but they don't have to compete, so there's no motivation. Yeah,
EA is horrible at that. Electronic Arts has purchased all kinds of companies they just bought up their competition. And a lot of times, you're not getting games for a long time. They might have just killed off franchises. You're talking about, some people are like, well, what do you mean, what kind of competition are you talking about? Well, let's look at an example. First-person shooters. There's all kinds of competition in first-person shooters, isn't there? Yeah, there's a ton. So it's kind of like, what happened to competition for sports games? You go back to earlier generations, and there were tons of sports games in there. Quarterback
I think it has to do with the media.
Yeah, the media, a lot of the gaming media may have something to do with this. They might be killing off other franchises. In fact, I know they don't really talk much about RBI baseball. It's one of the reasons why we've covered it and given it so much attention, is because we want to get more, sports games. Although I do have one qualm about RBI baseball. How is it they can't figure out how to put anyone in the dugout? We played a Super NES game with people in the dugout, and a PS4, Xbox One game they can't figure out how to put people in the dugout.
They just forgot.
Yeah, well, it's 2 years straight they forgot. They didn't think, well, maybe we should put someone in the dugout. Is it really that
important, though?
I don't care if they just put a coach in there. Just put one person.
Put a baseball bat just standing up. Something.
You can have guys sitting down. You don't have to have them get all excited when there's a home run. You just have, the thing is, they have the models for the field. They have the models for when they bat. I don't know why you couldn't just take that model and sit it down or stand it up in the dugout. It shouldn't be that difficult to do.
Or they can just do the really bad crowd animation where it's just a 2D wall of...
Yeah, that would be something. That would be better than what they've done. So anyway... I'm trying to think, what else is there? Rugby. There hasn't been a lot of rugby games in America for a while.
There have been, no boxing games? No UFC?
No boxing. It would be nice to get some kind of boxing. That's nothing. You have lots of fighting games. There's all kinds of competition in fighting games. But again, sports games have just been kind of dwindling and diminishing. And we really want to see some other companies step up to the plate and do something good.
But there's, depending on your definition of sport, golf's meh. No one really cares about it, so it's just It doesn't matter the competition there, but
Yeah, golf
racing games. Though, if you count those as sports, there's
Yeah.
some competition there.
Yeah, we're getting racing games.
But that's
Yeah.
because they're now classified as racing instead of sports.
Yeah.
Because NASCAR is just sort of pathetic, and that one's supposed to be a sport. The only fun thing to do is pull a 180 and drive full speed.
NASCAR's have gotten worse. With every iteration of the NASCAR games, it goes downhill. It's just getting worse and worse every game. I don't know what they're doing. I think they're just trying to sell off of the NASCAR name.
Probably. I
So-
mean, EA's been doing that for Madden.
For a long time. So that's all the thoughts I have. Any more thoughts on that?
No, I just want to thank everyone for watching and say I hope you have a wonderful day.